how has Evander Holyfield avoided the, how can I put it, the dirtiness, the corruptiveness of the sport? Because you've always been one of the fighters who nobody's never really had a bad word about, man. You've always been a good guy. I mean, even some of the good guys, they've always found something negative to say about them, but nobody's really had anything negative. How do you stay clear of all that nonsense that goes on in boxing?
Well, I guess the big thing is, you have to roll with the punches. My whole thing is that I remember a time no one ever took advantage of me. Then all of a sudden it came to the point where people started taking advantage. But the whole thing is I realized that I make some adjustment. I know who you are, but I'm not going to get mad with the whole world because you did this. I just won't deal with you. And like that, and that's what it's been. I do believe in forgiving, but the big thing, even with the Mike Tyson, I'm a forgiving person. Mike did something to me, I forgave it, and it just everything moved on, and I'm not stuck with it. And so I'm not the type of person that like to accuse people, but it's bad and good anything that you do.
All right. Now, speaking of the whole Mike Tyson thing, that's a great lead into that. Have you talked? Do you talk to Mike Tyson sometimes? Seeing you all both perfectionists of the sport, do you talk to Mike and about his current situation right now? Do you wish that somebody was there to guide Mike and you and Mike could have kept this heavyweight thing division? Because honestly, right now, I don't like watching heavyweight fighters. I mean, they're not interesting to me after you stepped away for a little while. Lennox Lewis, Tyson, and the division got boring to me. Do you talk to Mike? Has Mike ever reached out to you?
Well, see, that's the most important thing. See, I understand. You can't help nobody unless they won't help. So you know what? Because you become a distraction when you start trying to tell somebody they need help. They have to come to you. And with Mike, I see Mike, I speak, he speak, and that's it. And but I don't force myself upon people because, dog. You know if you need help, and that's the only way that you change. With me, I have to make some changes. I have to get with somebody who knows something that I don't know. I really don't need somebody to teach me boxing. I already know that. I need somebody to teach me how to keep what I have. And, and so Mike have to reach out to somebody who can teach him to know something that he don't know to, to do well.
Toughest fight of your career?
I guess it was Dwight Muhammad Kwawi in 1986.
Wow.
It was a 15-round fight, and I thought I'd die. I had
You woke up the next morning?
Yeah. That's almost been the end of my career.
Really?
Because I told my manager then, I was about 23 years old. I told him, I don't want to do this no more. He said, what? You just won a championship? No. I like to die in there, and I don't know if I want to do that again.
I don't mean to laugh, but just imagine Evander Holyfield going, hey, man, I ain't getting no money. Oh, that's rap. Y'all do what y'all want to. It's over. Now, okay, this is what I want to ask you. I'm sorry. I got to get a little ignorant on this. How do y'all keep from not punching Larry Merchant out? I can't stand that dude, man.
Well, you're right. And
I said, like, no matter what you do, he always, Evander.
But see, that's a whole part of the boxing game. They're tearing down boxing people who only trying to find something negative.
Yeah.
And and I truly believe because here's a man who thought that he's a smart guy. Now the people that he talks about living a better life than him. Mm. And so the only thing that he have is negative. Yeah.
A lot of them too. A lot of brothers living better.
Yeah, because the fact of the matter, then he tried to pump some people up and say, well, this man speak 5 different languages. What they got to do with boxing, though? We boxing, you're supposed to be talking about what this man did in the game, not how many languages did he speak.
Right. Now let me ask you a question before we get out of here because we got to wrap it up. What's next for Evander?
Well, hopefully sometime in the year, beginning of the year, that I'll be fighting for a heavyweight title, and be looking forward to winning, and then be able to relate a relationship to the young people out there struggling. So if you don't quit, you'll get it. You may not get it when you want, but you'll get it if you don't quit.
Second question: what can be done to save boxing? Is boxing on the downside right now?
Well, no, boxing is never on the downside. Boxing is one of them things that rock and roll all the time. It's just the fact that people put it that way because they want to take the money. And they say, oh, it's not doing well, but in trying to chop everybody's money. But there's a lot of good fighters. They need to put boxing back on TV at a prime time where the young kid can see what they can be.
You for it,
yes.
$78.
Yeah, for people you don't even know.
What about the whole mixed martial arts phenomenon?
Well, somebody asked me that. They said, what'd you think about that? I said, we're good. I said, because they won't be getting rid of boxing no time soon because that's rougher than boxing.
There it is, man. The real deal from the real deal, Evander Holyfield. I want to thank you for stopping by the block party, man. I wish we had more time to talk to you, but we got to keep it rolling. And I still can't get over the man said, even though he won. That just lets you know for all out there that want to get in the boxing, it ain't no joke. This ain't your rec league football, basketball team. Thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Stone Mountain, Georgia, right?
Ooh, Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, ATL?
Yeah.
Okay.
ATL.
Do you play with yourself on the video games? Your kids play with you on the video games?
My kids do.
They pick daddy? If they don't pick daddy, then you be like, hey.
No, I
that damn game up. There ain't gonna be nobody. Hey, thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you.